the easiest thing to park. The acceleration is decent. The handling is shaky. The engine noise is deafening. AC? Well, you can't have everything. But you know what? I love the gun.
We are India's most exciting workplace, and we are making you an offer. The Indian Army. Live a life less ordinary.
Welcome back, and now for all the latest news from the finance world, let's go across to Sidhant.
Well, a lot has been happening in the world of business. We have a new chairman for the Tata Sons, and we have the inflation and the IIP figures to do. But we'll start with the top lines first. Air India to reserve 6 front seats for women. Seats to be reserved in every domestic flight. Reservation only for female passengers travelling alone. Kenya woos Indian investors to explore enormous African markets. Visiting Kenyan president says Kenya can become launchpad for Indian investors to Africa. Kerala to implement Food Security Act from April. Kerala government to provide food articles to ration card holders across the country under the Food Security Act from 1st of April. And finally, the markets continue to rally. Sensex gains 107 points to end at 27,247. Nifty up by 27 points to end at 8407. Well, now the big macroeconomic numbers which came today. Retail inflation eased further to nearly 3-year low of 3.41% in December. The decline in retail inflation has been mainly on account of falling prices of vegetable and pulses. Inflation in vegetable category slipped in the negative territory to negative 14.59%. This is the lowest level at least since January of 2014. A year ago, in December 2015, retail inflation was at 5.61%. Moving on to the IIP numbers, the industrial production in November grew at 5.7% compared to a contraction of 3.4% in the same month a year ago. IIP got a push in November 16 due to better performance of the manufacturing, mining and electricity sectors, coupled with a large offtake of capital goods, considered a barometer of investment. Manufacturing sector, which constitutes over 75% of the index, grew 5.5% in November. Electricity generation grew at 8.9% in November. Mining output grew at 3.9% in November. Well, the big story of the day, Tata Sons today named TCS Chief Executive Officer and Managing Director N. Chandrasekaran as its new chairman over 2 months after sacking of Cyrus Mistry. Chandrasekaran has been heading the Tata Group's crown jewel software firm TCS since 2009. Chandrasekaran had joined TCS in 1987 after completing Masters in Computer Application from Regional Engineering College, Trichy, Tamil Nadu. An avid photographer, he is also a passionate long-distance runner and completed several marathons around the world, including Amsterdam, Boston, Chicago, Berlin, Mumbai, New York, Prague, Stockholm, Salzburg and Tokyo. Let's listen into what he had to say after he got the big and the good news.
The Tata Group is a historic group. You can say many things about the group. Pioneer, is in multiple businesses, has held the highest importance to running businesses with ethics, ethos and values. But most importantly, the group is in the hearts of so many people all over the country.
Well, let's go to Gujarat now. The 8th edition of the vibrant Gujarat Global Summit is underway at Mahatma Mandir in Gandhinagar. Tomorrow is the last day of the 4-day-long event. The central focus of the summit is sustainable economic and social development. Take a look at the details of the deals which happened during the summit.
The 8th edition of the Vibrant Gujarat Summit saw corporates descending on Gujarat's capital Gandhinagar and finalizing deals worth billions and billions of dollars. Over 24,000 investment intentions were signed so far during the Vibrant Gujarat Summit, which is still on. Sectors which attracted the maximum proposals were urban development, mineral-based projects, animal husbandry, fisheries, power, oil, gas, among other. It was also raining praises for Prime Minister Narendra Modi from global CEOs at the Vibrant Gujarat Summit.
Again, with the leadership of Mr. Modi, Gujarat has become one of the hubs of car manufacturing in India. I can only say that Mr. Modi's vision, executed and carried out by future chief ministers, have continued the leadership to make Gujarat one of the leading states in the country.
Mukesh Ambani of Reliance Industries said that his company will complete investment worth 1.25 lakh crore rupees in refinery and petrochemical expansion projects in Gujarat by March. Some of the big ticket proposals include 5,500 crore rupees project of setting up a stainless steel plant at Mundra in Kutch by Chinese stainless steel giant Tsingshan Group, which has entered into a joint venture with the Sunrise Group for this project. Tire manufacturer MRF would be establishing their plant in Gujarat with an investment of 4,000 crore rupees. Airbus France signed an MOU with Dholera Industrial City Development or DICDL for establishing aerospace and defense cluster. Adani Cementization Limited signed an MOU with the government to set up a clinkering unit with an investment of 5,500 crore rupees. Reliance Industries and Sibur Holding of Russia signed an MOU with the Gujarat government to set up a hollow butyl rubber project in Jamnagar with proposed investment of around 1,200 crore rupees. With inputs from Arun Sharma and Abhishek Singh, Bureau Report, DD News.
So lots of deal at the Vibrant Gujarat Summit. Well, moving on, Bharti Airtel today launched its Pan-India Payments Bank in presence of Finance Minister Arun Jaitley. The Airtel Payments Bank will be operating nationally across 29 states with a network of 250,000 banking points through Airtel retail stores. In November 2016, Airtel had rolled out its banking services in Rajasthan and was the first bank to start payments bank services in the country. Speaking on the occasion, Finance Minister said that society is moving towards less cash economy.
This entire awe or fear that some generations have of technology, I think the emerging generations in India have consistently rejected that. They take to newer technologies and newer techniques quite easily. People do realize that paper currency and excessive use of paper currency is to the larger detriment of any society.
Well, so after that heavy dose of business, back to in the studio, Mark.
Well, thanks very much, Sidhant. And well, time for another short commercial break. You're watching DD News. Stay with us.